One. What's going on, everybody? It's Matt, aka the Lumberjack Landlord. We've got Mike Zuber from One Rental at a Time. Mike, how's it going, my friend?
Oh, it's going fun. This is going to be fun. I have no idea what questions are coming my way, but I will answer them all.
Well, we shall see.
Oh, I like it.
So this is what I want to start as a segment called the crystal ball. So we often get asked those crystal ball questions of, so our rate's going to be higher in a year, right? We always have those crystal ball questions. And so I think a lot of times we're not, we do this for fun, right? Because we do a lot of the research and we have our own general feelings. I think the thing that stays consistent with us is that we're never talking about something that we're either A, not doing, or B, are not planning to do.
Well, the other thing I think needs to be interesting there is we're not hot or cold, right? There are some channels out there that everything's a crash.
Yes.
There are channels out there that everything is negative. You need to go buy food and guns and gold and, bury your head in the sand. Yep. Our channel is, hey, if it's good, it's good. It's bad, it's bad. And oh, by the way, we're wrong all the time and right sometimes. So
sure.
You're not, that's the big thing I want to just highlight is we are not motivated by the YouTube algorithm. There are plenty of people out there feeding negativity and fear because they know it pays them. There are YouTube content creators that preach fear that I guarantee you don't believe it, but they are getting paid. Yeah, and I'm just never going to do that.
All anyone ever needs to know is that I'm clearly not doing anything with the YouTube algorithm. Just look at my number of subscribers. So, we believe in quality over quantity because we haven't found quantity yet, but that's okay.
It's out there.
Mike, if you're looking at the crystal ball, talk to me about what rates are the end of next year. So you're looking at 2022, you're setting up your portfolio for what you're going to do in 2022.
Yep.
What are the top couple things that you're looking at for 2022 that's helping you make decisions on how you're preparing for it today? Because, what we do is a battleship. It's not a speedboat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So what are the couple things that you're doing right now based on where you think rates are going to be? What are the couple things you're doing right now based on where rates are going to be in the next year?
Yeah. So my belief, again, I love how you phrase that, right? I have beliefs, and then because I believe them, I'm doing stuff.
Yes, sure.
So I believe that rates will be higher, 14 months from now. It would not surprise me. The 30-year owner OC loan is really close to 4%. I don't think it has a 4 on it yet. So I'm going to call like 3.8 to 3.9, which means investment loans certainly have a 4 on it and could have a 5 on it.
5. Yeah, sure.
If the spread is there.
Yep.
So because of that, what do you think? What would you expect a guy like me to do who actually owns real estate and I don't rent the basement of my mom's house? Yeah. I go out and I refi debt that has higher rates. I am particularly really afraid about rates in 25 and 26.
Yes.
So I go out and get 30-year money on apartments, which is crazy. So I have spent money getting all of my debt at what I consider low rates, whether it's an apartment loan. I went to a non-QM lender. I've refied first thing I did is I just worked it down the stack, right? I still had some private loans at 10%. Those are gone. I had some apartments that were some of my apartments loans actually went up. I had an apartment loan that was at 2.75. It had reset, and that was the rate, but it resets every year, and every year it's going to go up going forward. So I now refied the rate to 4%, right? So it actually went up, but now I'm fixed for 30 years. So there's just, if you believe rates are going up, you spend, and I've spent much of the last 10 months refining loans.
Yeah.
And and of course I also expect to buy. So any of my purchases have 30-year money on it. So I've done deals this year, I have 30-year money. So again, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. There's people out there that again are saying 30-year mortgages are going to 1%. Well, if so, I was wrong.
Right. But you can still refi them.
I'll refi again. Yeah,
exactly. You'll refi.
I don't see it coming. Rates are going up, my opinion. That's
so I love that idea because I think that you've capped the upside risk, right?
Downside risk.
Yeah, downside. Well, yeah, true. Yes. Upside in price, downside in risk. Yeah, sure. Right. So I think that you've capped your risk there.
Yeah. That's what I think about everything I ever do is, and I did this back in my sales careers. I want to understand the worst case scenario. And if I can live with that, it's like, go. If I can't, then I got to try to mitigate it. So my biggest fear is 2025, 2026. I was not going to have an apartment reset that year. Just deathly afraid about where rates could be.
Yeah. I mean, and when you're deathly afraid, we're talking probably 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting. Yep.
Double. I mean, again, I have one of my loans was 3 and an 8th, I think. Maybe it was, I think it was 3 and 5/8. I'm like, damn, if that goes to 7 or 8, even if I have rent growth,
Right.
all of that can be eaten up. And then, oh, by the way, I got to refi to 65% LTV. Who knows where the NOI calculations and cap rates will be? Right now, Class C gets the same price as Cap A or Class A. Who knows if that changes? I mean, I was like, I might have to write $100,000 check. Nope, not going to happen. I'm gonna de-risk this right now.
Yeah, very smart. And again, it's not a feeling. A feeling is something that you think about and you say, yeah, I feel like it could be this, but it takes no action.
Or
Belief
I
is
actually
you're
have
taking action.
I actually have this stuff. And again, I'm not living in the basement of my mom's house, making crazy videos. Yeah.
Or nice grass.
Or yeah, whatever.
Just trying to narrow it down for everybody.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Yeah, they
man.
know. Yeah, they know. It's all right.
It's
And
all
so,
right.
yeah, same boat here, did exactly the same thing, refied my first patch. Now, what percentage of your portfolio now, about 180 plus units, what
Mhm.
percentage of your portfolio now is adjustable?
Oh, zero. None.
Awesome.
Zero.
Awesome. I'm not there yet, but I'm close.
Yeah, zero.
Yeah.
I got my last variable loan done 90 days ago, I think, maybe 60. Yeah, probably 60 days ago.
Yeah.
The last
I've got 10 more units out of the about 90 that are adjustable.
You got, I just, one of them, it wasn't a big loan, but still I paid a prepaid. I paid a 1% prepaid. The last year, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hadn't worked off. I'm like, nope. You're going to eat the, couple $1,000 and just get it done.
That's actually the issue right now is I'm trying to work with the bank on that because I have 3 of them in that, I think between 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's a big
So that's the only reason.
I would know. Yeah, if I had 3 years left, I don't think I would have done it. But 1 year, I'm like, it's like a point. So.
Yeah, 1 year's yeah, 1 year's easy, no problem. But then the other thing too is that there's also the opportunity to take that one that's the 3 that are 3 years and just say, all right, let's go to 7.
Yeah.
Let's go to 7 years on these. Let's do a refi, but let's go to 7 years on these. No cash.
Stay
out,
with the bank. Yeah. Rate and term. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the hope now. That's what we're in the evaluation process now or like letting them, negotiating that. One of the mistakes that people make on commercial stuff is they don't negotiate things.
Yeah, you can just go back to the bank.
Go back to the bank and say, all right.
Do you want me to stay here?
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you the 1%, but I'm not giving you the 3%.
Yeah. And I'll do them all right now.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. So I totally agree with that. All right. Second topic is, where do you think right now inventory is about 145, 148 right now? I think inventories are.
It's more like 132, but okay.
Okay.
And that's residential.
So I ran this morning. Mine was MLS and off market.
Oh, okay.
Or like for sale by owner stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's probably
so
the difference.
145, but at 145, where do you think inventories are a year from now?
Oh, that might be the most important question.
Mm-hmm. Supply and demand, right?
Uh-huh.
Jeopardy music, cue it.
Yeah, I mean, my first number was 1.9, but I'm actually going to say 2 million.
Yeah,
we're still not back to even.
Nope.
Right, even 3-ish, right,
Yep.
which means 6 months. I think we're just back to 2 million.
I believe that I think we will see the great divide in markets where we will see older homes hotter than they've ever been. And
exactly.
newer homes less expensive. They're definitely falling because I think there's going to be inventory there. And I think that's going to be the story. I think people are going to be talking about all these new expensive homes constantly being built. 1,750 square feet for $529,000 when you can buy a 1,700 square foot 3-bedroom 2-bath for $425,000 if it's an older vintage house.
Yeah, that's exactly where I went to in my mind as the Jeopardy music was playing.
Yeah.
Because what I also think happens next year is the federal government creates a first-time home buyer program between 10 and 20 grand.
Yeah.
So again, I see the bifurcation as well, right? I think wherever you live, find the median price. Below the median stays on fire, probably like never before. Above the median, certainly this newer inventory. A lot of those people already bought. A lot of those people are already into 30-year mortgages. You're going to have a lot less transactions. So statistically speaking, we may see the median house move a little bit because again, the lower end will move, the higher end won't. We've seen the exact opposite this year. The higher end moved and this really didn't. But yeah, I think we're at 2 million by December of next year.
So I agree with that number. I think that we are at 2 million. I think that we have, but I would take the under. I wouldn't take the over. So I think it's 2 million or less.
I'll go 2 million above.
Okay.
Just to be different.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't,
Yeah.
I
Based
just
on
want
no
to be
math,
positive.
feeling.
Yeah. Just, just because I want to be different. One of us, you know what? One of us will be right.
One of us will be right. That is true. And yeah, I mean, I think it remains I think it will remain tepid because I think that
tepid meaning
that I think that people buying in that market, I think it's going to remain tepid in that new house.
Yeah.
Buying the $500,000, $350 a foot house.
Well, I think the economy is slowing down next year.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's a very, I think
I think economy is slowing down. I think rates are going up.
It's just
I think it's going to be like a 3 strikes and you're out type of thing.
It's going to slow down. Yep.
New and expensive, rates are going up, and and inflation is going to continue. So yes, that's going to be nasty. That's going to be nasty for a lot of people that are looking at their budgets going, I can literally afford less this year based on how much more everything else costs.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
So third one that I had for you. So we covered rate, we covered market. I think the third thing is that where do you believe next year that we have how much higher do you think next year is going to go as far as appreciation goes? Goldman Sachs is saying 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm so I think again, what I'm talking about is the great housing slowdown. I still feel really good about that call. Again, I think we've been going 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
I think next year we're going 50 or maybe 45.
Okay.
So I'm going to call 10 to 12%. And some of that is because I think we're going to have 6 to 8% inflation. So nominally speaking, we're probably up 2 to 4. But year on year, this is national average. I'm not calling any individual markets, but the national number is 10 to 12.
Interesting.
Double digits.
Based on that, what will you be doing in your portfolio next year? Do you believe that you will, so you're about 180 units. Mm-hmm. Do you believe next year you will increase your portfolio? Are you going to be over 200,000 or under 200,000 units or 200 units? Excuse me.
I would hope to be over. I'm still growing. And again, if you've read my book, I'm executing phase 1 of my book. I'm going to buy as many residential properties as I can, residential being 4 units and below, because I see an opportunity that my market will once again get unaffordable by 23, 24, 25. And I will do what I did last time. I will 1031 exchange out into something else. But I think residential stuff, 1 through 4s, are they still cash flow. I never bet on appreciation.
That's right.
I believe the human condition is real, and the herd is real. I can see it coming. So today, Fresno's a 46, I think, on the affordability scale. Go learn yours. I think prices go up, rates go up, but so does income.
Yep.
So we probably see Fresno's probably 12 to 15%, where the nation is 10 to 12 next year. So I'm going to buy as many as I can.
I mean, there you have it. He's going to buy as many as he can. I've already bought. I mean, honestly, Mike, some of the deals that I've seen come available this year, between when we started talking about real deals starting to rear their ugly head, especially with what they're trying to do with some of this legislation.
Yep.
And looking at it, I mean, this is a completely different market volume wise than it was a few months ago from an investor side of things.
No question.
There are clearly investors that are ready to go.
I'm done.
I'm done. Out. See ya. Get rid of it.
Yeah, no, I've seen the same thing. I'm writing more offers today than I have in a long time.
Yeah, it's completely changed. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to kind of cover in this video, kind of that, looking at your crystal ball. So basically we're saying, next year rates are higher. Growth is still good, 10, 12%. Your own portfolio is going to be over 200 units. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, those are all positive things, right? And the inventory is going to be up significantly. It's a 50% increase.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But that it's still not going to be anywhere near where it needs to be to meet demand. Mm-hmm. And lastly is people are really going to be looking at the actual affordability of the asset itself, i.e., new house versus existing house and doing the math there. Cause I think that next year is where that gap really starts to close. I really think that that's where that gap starts to close. Right
Agreed.
now, you might be getting 30% or 40% more for a brand new house. It's not going to be that next year. No
Agreed.
way that the price of those houses is going to have to come down. Mike, any other thoughts before we wrap up on this topic?
No, I think that's really well done. And again, these are things we're doing, right? We're not just talking to talk.
That's right.
We are first and foremost real estate investors and content creators, a distant second.
Yeah. Mike, where can everybody find you, my friend?
One rental at a time. YouTube, Instagram, website, book, all good stuff.
It is all there. I send people there often. There's so much content. Honest to God, if you can find a topic that he hasn't covered, send it in. I bet he'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. If you find one that I haven't in 5,000 videos, let me know. I'd be happy to talk about a new topic.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. As I always say, we try to spend a lot of time creating great content for you. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and 11:30 Eastern time this Sunday, will we be on for a live stream? Your questions, my answers, lots of fun as always. And usually you'll find Dion in the chat too. Mike eventually stops in to say hi.
Yeah,
So
usually between sets, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's usually my workout time, man. That's my Sunday. I have a hard workout every Sunday. So yeah.
I'm working out hard too, just from right from this chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're doing your glute exercise.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is. Usually stomach crunches.
Oh, stomach.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Usually stomach crunches. Thanks, Mike. We'll see you in segment 3.
You got it.